theoretically, this just works. It's been a while. So, done one of these. Ah, jeez. No bonus will go. We are just building one computer though, we'll say that. How that goes. This is what we're focusing on. This we just put in a little bit of stuff in, which is over there. So theoretically, this will be a simple job, and it'll just work. This is the computer I would have sold if the GPU didn't die, but it's dead, which is always nice. So, I believe this here is a reminder, what not to. Specs for this one, so let's just send this back. So we got the GTX 7. You got the GTX 770. Okay. Decent little card. I haven't cleaned it yet, so I want to make sure it works first before I actually take time to clean it. We have a. Let's do this one. Alright, so we got a Corsair AIO, pretty simple. E5 2680 8416 thread, 32 gigs of RAM with this nice RGB. Now I might throw this into this system, which is a 1 terabyte SSD. Normally I just go with 500 gigs, because it's a starter PC, it's not meant to be all in all. Her power supply, it got a tweezer, just got a tweezers. Guess you can throw this over here, something I'll do for another screwdriver kit here, very useful. Not reading YouTube chat, so if you're there, go to the Twitch, twitch.tv/YouTube7. RGB remote, very useful. Corsair 275R. It is a bit pricey in terms of the budget. This is around a $350 bill, roughly. This took up $75, which it is a great case. I can reuse the pants or something, a different bill, blackout bill. For the power supply, we have a EVGA 600 watt BQ, semi-modular, got on sale for $30, which is pretty decent. Says you always start, since I technically did some stuff ahead of time, so if you want me to actually see me go to the computer start to finish, you'd see that today. We're gonna not do that. Now look at this thing. I already took it apart once, it shouldn't be rather difficult. Are you using an anti-sag voice? Yes. I have the little blue carpet, so it's not all on carpet. Alright, so as you would normally do with 90% of PC builds. And sometimes you don't necessarily have to, but that's how I work. You're gonna do the power supply first. I already took the liberty of taking the hard drive cage out because the customers don't need it. No roll. Yeah, that's a SSD mount, which is really all you need. Now, hopefully, I still have the power supply screws in here. I did open this once already, just to make sure it actually worked. So I have to be worried about that. So we have the cable semi-modular screws aren't in here. Oh wait. Alright, they are. Alright, cool. These all get included. This is somewhat useless Velcro strap. I can't Velcro anything. But hey, it was a belt that counts, so I'll take it. Alright, go to this aisle. So as you would normally go about, I'm gonna connect our cables first. Now, because it is semi-modular, I could connect these extensions directly to it. I'm not last I checked, I don't. The cables are all going to be in here anyways. It's just a matter of them being there. Because actually, you can leave a cable manage such as this, and do this the easy way. Was Bunking Instant module? It was on sale. It was cheap. That was technically the only reason why. It's because it was cheap and on sale. Alright, so we're gonna fuck SATA into SATA 1. This is MoX, which is also. This is SATA. Never mind, just blind. It does come with MoX, okay, yeah. So we can actually leave these all nice cable managed for the next person. Could zip tie it technically. One VGA cable. This is your peripheral, MoX, and whatever the other cable is. Don't actually know, so. And if you know, let me know. And. I'm sorry, which one am I actually fucking in? I'm assuming it's this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't break out. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. So we have all the cables. These will untie. The mullet one's already untied. Just make sure work. Didn't have to do anything ridiculous RGB wise, because these motherboards don't have a RGB header, so kind of get creative on that. Have IO shield, very important. Just left that there. Alright. Got the important cables. This is staying on the whole time. It looks nice. I know the next GPU I'm leaving it black because that throws off the feng shui of the build, if you will. Okay, no, I can stay there. Alright, so I'm gonna slot in the power supply here. So think of it. It goes in like so. I know I'm not having a good angle, but we'll get one shortly. I forgot I actually love this one, so we'll line it up with the holes, and then get your bag of screws. Most power supplies come with one. I'm not saying all. Don't make a mistake like the Verge did and say all coolers come with pre-applied thermal paste, because they don't. So I'd say that one didn't. That's also an older one, so can't expect it to. Alright, so yeah, we have power supply there. Screws. And we're just going to screw in with confidence. Maybe. I will bring out the electric one soon, but didn't want to use it yet. Alright, so once you get the first screw in, you basically, well, you're a quarter of the way there to be accurate. On perk, that just this. That one screws like out. Now there are 8 holes that you can use. Now you actually have to look at this to make sure it's the right ones. So you have options if you mount it upwards for some reason. Don't actually know the reason why you would do it upwards at this point, considering this isn't the old age. That's not good. It's not the old age anymore. And we have fan filters and stuff. But hey, if you want to, the options there. Want to. For the PC build, you make it however you want. I'm going to take with mine. Mine's more. I have to make it a certain way. Either. Alright, let's do that then. I don't remember the brand of this. It was cheap and it was useful. Also, radiator screws somewhere over there for that when we get to it. So, with that being done, we can attempt to mount the motherboard. And I say attempt because since this is already connected, I made the job harder. I got stuff out more. This is the last thing I got, so I got today. But before we get into that, we are going to do some fan swaps here, dude. Which I will need to bring out the electric one for. It's, oh, yeah, I want you screwing out their fans. You know, I'm replacing more for their fans and not doing this for myself, so I can see. So these up here. My piece that I built, Cabbage. That was number 8. That's been here for a while. I don't have any other. Yeah, I just shipped one yesterday. Similar specs, but it came with a 4TB hard drive, so that's cheap. Sale like $30. Quite decent. And decent amount of storage, and $71 game, which is more so important. Alright, so we're gonna put this safely over there. I know I shouldn't be touching the glass, but it's okay. Alright, you good. You safe. Okay. So now that we aren't messing up cables, we'll flip around here. Alright, so inside the case, spacious. ATX, not micro ATX, ATX. So you're going to do a little bit of minor cable management, aka moving these over, because they don't need to be here. I'm just going to move those. I don't know why they put it there. I don't think any real board has all of them on the right side. This also has the middle nubbin for the, so that not working just set if you just land upright. I probably won't be. Actually, probably will be for ankle-wise. Flips back. Spec, what did you find, dude? I wasn't reading the chat. You know, I was doing this. And after you can see the bot going wild, so. Yeah, try not to do that. I haven't given you moderator perks. Alright, so now that this is done, we bring in the electric screwdriver. Electric screwdriver, so we're gonna get serious and also a bit loud. Alright, so I don't know if y'all have. No. I'll probably build you something a bit better than this and then a higher budget. And you also haven't said anything about you having money yet. So, when you have money, I'll build you specifically the computer. Okay, alright, so, this you probably won't have to do, but in my case you do. Just gonna do some unscrewing here. I'll inspect what you think of the video, because I also for you specifically, yes, but you also haven't specified when you'll have the money, so I haven't got parts specifically for you yet. If you do it soon, as in within a week, I will throw this in 1TB SSD. My webcam freeze. Oh, for crying out loud, hold on. How's my webcam freeze? USB port being quick or something. Maybe it'll be $50 on the budget. Let me see here. Alright. That's nice. We'll give it this one. And we'll see if that decides to do something. Yeah, hold on. And we're back for now. I'll probably have to keep doing that. I don't know why the electric just freezes. Alright. As I was saying, before I got interrupted by a quality webcam. Here's this specifically, this $50 over. Don't do that for anyone else. And I'll, if you do it within the next week, because you're on my time here, I will throw this in. debatably free of charge. We're paying for it still. But it will be somewhat cheaper. So I'm going to continue and unscrew these. These are red LED fans, so you can figure out the theme of the build. So it's always pleasant. Now, for some reason, this is only like half magnetized and it's going very quickly. So this fan will go to the side. I'll get used at some point. Throw on these red ones for the optimal cut. Okay. Alright, so these are all 3 pins, if you don't mind. It's fine. I wasn't expecting 4 pin, and yeah, I wasn't expecting 4. It was this way, right? Yeah. We'll find out. I think it was this way, so yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. I can always flip it if it wasn't. It'd be fine. This isn't magnetized. Probably be somewhat more difficult. Right, so once you line up one, you're basically fine. Alright. Now we'll see if you get enough debatable. I'll go a few hours ago, something like that. I'm awake enough to build a PC correctly and not have someone send it back for not liking the motherboard brand, which is a thing that happened recently. Now, most when we move to the front panel, they are removable for reasons that would make sense. But you just leave as soon as I said this specific PC isn't for you. Probably should move this up a bit, but it's that was pleasant. Okay. Alright, so for the front panel, this is safe. We want it with a little bit of force. Force here. This comes off, but I've done it before. Jeez. It may feel like you're breaking it. And you possibly could be. Actually, I didn't have to move on that one. I kept the fans. But same thing for here. There we go. See it. Out this panel. Stuff with that. That's basically what you have. And I'm going to turn it back to me so that I can unscrew it. And I'm just going to unscrew it this way. So far. Not very restricted. This one. Yes, I'm just dipped. To expect, owner of the server, do the lower one. I actually released a video on my YouTube channel today for it. First YouTube video. Maybe only. And I'll discuss that later. For those that know me, they know why. For multiple reasons, actually. Is montage still coming out? But it's Friday or Saturday currently. If something drastic happens, aka I don't finish it, I'll let you know. But it should happen. Alright, well, I'm gonna need you to come out. Why are you up here? Why? That's us. I don't know. I know problem with Corsair. I like to remove the fans and I like it to be simple, not difficult. How quiet is the computer? It's relatively quiet. Well, it's a Hyper 212 RGB. Can't see it, but it's also an E5 2650 V2, which isn't that fast of a chip. I mean, it was hot if you had like the stock board on it, but otherwise it's Yeah. Otherwise, it's fun. It peaked at 45 C, I think, which is very cool, all things considered. I have a feeling my 3600X is probably showing at 70 normally, as like its average temp. Now, what I could do is, we'll go all out. We're going to go full red. I'll add the fan at the bottom. I normally don't, and it's sort of pointless if you think about it. If I think about it hard, logically, there's only half that's really going. We'll do it today. I have 3 fans, so it actually makes sense. I have more, alright, let's just on it. This will just go on to the next build. Don't think I'm mounting any. I have to mount one of those and hope that it fits and stuff. Alright. Alright. This is a very simple packaging. You literally pull all of it. Comes out conveniently. And I'll actually keep the fan screws. Those are actually very easy to have on hand. I can use it, I think, to mount the radiator. Hopefully. I haven't gotten to that yet. I probably should have, but. Well, actually, no, I should have just. Well, I couldn't have done it. Probably. Shouldn't have mounted the cooler to the actual thing yet. That's gonna make it more difficult, anyways. Alright, so. Mounting AI fans. Simple. You line it up, and you screw it, and you go from there. Now, luckily, since these are only red, there's an extra RGB nonsense. The only RGB is the RAM. I'm not going to say a solid red, although the customer can change it if they so wish. But that's the only thing they can change, and I'm going to make sure I specify, hey, these are only red things. It's not full RGB. Because Corsair RGB fans are freaking expensive. Like, I like them, a lot of that. I never had to use them in my Open CF-M1 series loops, which doesn't go overkill on it, which is the main reason why I like it. Like, it's a tasteful amount of RGB. It's not just, well, it's just the outside that's illuminated, the inside isn't. You think, yeah, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, it's not pointless. It's not. It's tasteful. It's a ring light in a sense. Now, hopefully, this will be simple. And hassle. That stays there. This is gonna be very slow. Pleasant. Yeah, love that. So, you ain't removing these screws by hand. You wanna probably need to do a bit more gusto to do so. Probably. There's a thing with my computers is that if you do something to it that changes it, I don't want it back. Alright, well, can you just build it? This is not great. They're in. It's not moving, which I guess is technically the main thing. It's annoying. If it's not returned in the same state I sent it, such as this one of them, actually, this I can show that. The CPU cooler was bent, which is very nice, I must say, but it's not enough. Let me do it this way. I'll put it in partially and I'll tighten it with the electric screwdriver. Maybe I'll do something interesting. might just hand tighten things just for any reason. And with that to be magnetic. So line it up properly this time. Screw these back. Not do that. It's nice that these support 360 mil rads, but it's also something I will never need in any capacity really. At least not currently. This port, 2 140s. In case one port 20 is kind of rare. I don't even know if that's an actual thing of that. It probably is somewhere. Alright, now that that's in, just screwdriver, simpler, oh, easier, down with a button. Not moving. Just alright, we can repeat the same thing 2 times. Probably third, so get that in. I always remember to install the IO shield because about the customer gets mad. Once you put the IO shield, it's like, yeah, I forgot. That's also kind of inexcusable in the sense because the IO shield is relatively important. You can't exactly miss it if you didn't put it in. So that's what happens. Something to back of the motherboard anyways. It's not that bad. Alright, so here. Does not be in all the way, which is good, fine. Okay. Probably should just do it the other way. So that makes it simple. Now, this is working, so it's working. Don't have to change it yet. Emphasis on yet, so shortly. That's 3. How are y'all doing today? Podcast released today. Procrastination. Also talked about Spectre Craft, which Spectre now keeps still here. Intent. Probably should listen to it. Oh, I do go more into that next week. So that's what you specifically waiting on. It releases next week. It's already planned out. I have it. Alright, hey, well, you're gonna have to go up. So there's no way that's flush. Okay, it's turning. Alright, so it's 2. So this is number 3. Last. Overall, we'll say the system will look pretty sharp, hopefully. If you're watching from the ZTD Discord, I will be posting community builds when it gets done. It's obviously not done yet, it's only partially done. I am worried about the pump AIO because I'm almost positive I have to have the SATA connector plugged in so that the CPU doesn't just catch on fire, metaphorically. I don't think plugging the 3-pin does anything with the pump, I think. It may just be, I don't know how computers work. I don't need it, I don't want the AIO pump LEDs. Doesn't really make sense. Okay, that's right. Intake. Well, it's matching how that is going. Yes. You can see other fan plays on this side. And I'm just gonna do this, so this makes it simpler for me. So I did screw in. of this something? I'm sure. Probably should open YouTube just to see what's happening. Not that anything's really happening, but it doesn't hurt to check, so I'll do that shortly. It's gonna get closed again, so I don't really need to be on my phone. Although it could be on my MacBook, but that's going through some issues with storage. I haven't been able to fix it yet. How's the app going? It's hard, dude. This is the one selected. Yeah, making that, well, because I'm coding it, it's stupid. When you fix one thing, another problem just shows up. That doesn't have anything to really do with it. It's just like random, basically. Only me saying that the webcam's actually working fine isn't going to make it not work. We have to re-plug it back in. I'm not sure the problem. Also a nuisance. Input pod. I will consider editing the stream. Alright, so I might have to shorten this a little bit there. All spells you can always do it short there. Alright, just push it until that works though. Because the last thing I do kind of want is for the fans to fall out, which just happened once. Happened once, but it still happened, so. Not going to be a adult system. And I am going to actually we'll do it this way. So what? I made this so much more difficult on myself. Holy crap. I need to actually, let me see. I need to create those. I threw them somewhere, which is not the most smart idea. And also turn on the IF shield. Assassin 550 over here. There's somewhere. They're probably like this. Should be, hopefully, maybe. They ain't. I brought a 2-pack for a specific reason. I'm using the regulator. But yeah, alright, so we're gonna hope that they're there. They're hidden. Alright, so this will either go one of two ways. It will either go smoothly or it won't. And because I said that, I am going to do this. I don't trust it. This is the risky part. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. Because this is mounted straight to the board, speaking of which, IO shield. Wasn't going to forget. I will have painted this black, but I haven't. And I won't be. I'll bet okay. Alright, so IO shield goes in quite simply. It's there. It ain't gonna stay. Not all really. It's gonna stick out. That is very recessed. That's very recessed. Yeah, I should put it in this one. No, okay, curious. Alright, so press it in normally. Makes a click or a clasp, if you will. Got one side in. If you hit one side in, it looks like you're normally good. That's often not the case with these. There you go. Alright, so now that's in. Have our fans here. Cable management, it's always the fun part. So, I'm gonna get the radiator screws that hopefully work. I don't know. Here, these literally look like power supply screws, which is not instill confidence. We're not going to just go ham with the electric screwdriver. Not that way, I would remove it and try and get it anyways. Okay, well, it'll still be, yeah, alright, we're gonna do that. You ain't gonna see me mounting the area, because I'm gonna do it in a questionable manner. Actually, wait, let's have a look. It might be time, actually, hold on. Need to cable around this. Is it possible? This is... I made it difficult on myself. I shouldn't have rated it. I'm going to try and do it in a iffy manner. That means the cables. It'll have a fun time. But if we do this, probably should wait a second. I'll have a way. Not around. You know, this isn't safe at all. Actually. This feels gross. I'll recommend this. At all, actually. Sucks. It's on there. On. So we can ask for. Alright, so now that's one partially. I'm going to go ahead and select the motherboard. That's awesome. Let's not have things go wrong. Now the board died. I'm out of the return window, so that'll be interesting. I can get another one to after. I am friends with the person Celsius, so that might help. That was that. I do like this though. This is quite nice thing to do. I think this has not been told. This is probably fine. I wasn't even supposed to screw that in yet. Very this way. Specs E526. It's either 80 or 70, 500 gig NVMe, SN550, 600 BQ from EVGA, 32 gigs of RAM, GTX 770. That's showing over there. And a Corsair IO. Don't remember which one. Which is one of them. Give me this. I will time to this in. Oh. Anything happening. Cool. That looks like that. It's actually gonna have did some pre-cable management, as I said earlier. I wish you could take the top off a bit easier. This was. Oh, it has this one too. That's stupid. I kind of thought I'd done these already. This is facing the wrong way. It's. I'm not putting this one. If I have to, it should still be fine. How did I mess that up actually?
Should be fine. Can do something like this and
getting anxiety from the thing with motherboard.
probably something like that.
Can't see it. Okay, that works. It's like the doing cable management, but not effectively doing it. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's try this again. As long as the board tubes don't break, it's fine. We'll worry about that momentarily. Is this? That's the one annoying thing. Alright, that's it.
kind of crisp. And I put this through.
Alright. Don't worry about cable management later. Now it's not. Now it's not the time to be worried about it. It's not to care less about it. How would that get? I just have something. If you were to do a PC spill video, I would take that one. I could probably get one on if it doesn't have RGB, probably like I don't know. That's the obviously. Alright, so theoretically, this I'm not as worried about. Probably. That's gonna be good, but in. So now it's a matter of actually one thing I line this up, it's technically fun. No. Alright, now.
You're joking. No.
How? It's too. The fans are too big. I can't swap it to that one, it's gonna have the same issue. That's. Not you yet, no, this.
No, it's not.
That's ridiculous. How is that?
That's the first time I've had that problem. Where
Is that just? It's a 275R. It's beefy. Case wise, not freaking. I could do a front mounted one. I'd rather not though. That's a whole other thing. I could try it without the fans on, but still want to need fans, so kind of iffy on that.
this is yeah, it's kind of weird. But
Oh, it's from Prime Day? Yeah. I bought a bunch of stuff. Well, this stuff now, but this smart way. That's not worth something. Alright, so. You are I don't see why. I really need to remove this. Stump screws. Oh, wait. No, it should be fine. I'll do this one more time. If it doesn't fit, I'm just you will be surprised at how fast I'll integrate. Oh, yeah. Oh, these are too chunky. Yeah, I mean, a beefy fan. Still, I can find other fans. Like, oh, I can move it back. I'll move it back and go do anything that. We'll find out, because I wanted to use this AIO in particular, because there isn't a particular reason I wanted to. And I wanted to use the fans. Now, I have a cooler that would theoretically work. I don't know actually. It's a Future V5. I don't know if it has official 2011 support, but the screws look like it would screw into the I don't know what you call that. The mounting holes, I guess. So it probably would be fine, but and I don't know, So I panicked about it because I assumed it did, because almost all, actually no, all the CPU cores I bought recently have had LGA 2011. So yeah, okay, I'll fit. We'll do this, well, I'll do this so that he won't panic this time. Where are my... Not it. Not it. We're screwing the motherboard. By the way, nothing's changing on the motherboard itself. So I can at least screw that in and get partial cable management done if needed. Could remove the RAM. Not going to. Actually, not that anyways. Okay, never mind. I'll put one screw in. Permanently. Now that's making everyone uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable too. So I have to find out one of these. Probably will. And I could do a front mount right here. Again, I don't want to. All that GPU's being choked for intake because I've tried it with my system and it sucks. But this is a different system, so it probably could work. Let me see if I just have, I don't know really could just open it up. I'm blind, apparently. Alright, so take care. It's fine. This is gonna be scarred for life now. That's okay. So we're not gonna directly, you just move it up a bit. That'll probably
Fix some of the issue.
I need to get like one screw in so I can see the board and afterwards. This is so early. It lines up. You can just move it far back, basically. Theoretically, as long as everything lines up, it's debatably fine. I think I definitely fine. If it goes in, now I can move it as much as I can.
Oh, it might be the finger chip setting too. Sorry about that. Oh, I need to move forward, I think.
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
This is an ATX motherboard. It's
Normal. So I might have to. I don't know about
reading it last.
I don't want to. Sense. I might be able to move it. That's as far forward as it goes.
Me. I need some screws that line up, so
We just do that to bare minimum here. Inspect that your computer isn't going to go like this. This will be normal off the shelf components. This is last trial. I didn't want to mount an air cooler. This is going to be a good deal.
let me if I have to. Oh, wait.
I could care less about the cover to get some ships. We are similar.
The ramp's too tall, that's why. Ah, wait. Ow.
Alright, we're gonna do a sanity check real quick. Damn, I'm going to actually get the stream. This is annoying. Cool. Now I am sort of curious, but I didn't screw myself over. Not with this, but area-wise. So, most AIOs are the same width. Yeah, why is this so chunky though? Can I... Maybe, on wax. Even that... That's very short, actually. We'll try one thing, and if it doesn't work, I'm making extreme. I'm putting my own music on, so I'll figure this out. When it's done, you'll see it. Not, well, living infamy as a terrible PC build. How many things I could basically mess up during it. So, small screws there. Meaning there is a small chance that either that something comes off. Can't say what. I don't know, right? I also have my own music on. Basically, I'm vibing. Just use that point. Because once this comes off and we're good, I can mount with the normal AIO. I have to keep these safe. So I really doubt it needs the fan. In all honesty, this isn't like an E52689, it's just an E527, which is relatively cool. We're going to have no way of monitoring temps, so there's that all. This is such a cute little fan, though, I'm not gonna lie. So small. Now I'm thinking, yeah, this is two separate pieces. This will fit normally, obviously. And as it comes off, it's one big piece of shit. Great. Alright, so I've seen it a rather disappointing stream, because I have no way of mounting. I will try one more thing, because now it's just more so trial and error. Because this should work. Get the AIO other air. I'll have to find my freaking thermal paste. But does it make out actually? I don't know if the Core SLG is going to. I have one coming tomorrow. Because now I kind of like a motherboard choice for the next one, so I can use this core before I misplace everything. Which happens rather often, I would say. Actually, all I need to do is try it with one screw, and it doesn't work. Sadly, about that fully functional PC. They kill the place of signal too, which is that weird part. Now I can just wipe it off with the Alright. So I need to know if the thing fits basically. Try the other core. I don't think it'll work. Let's relax that spot. Yeah, so the one opportunity is to reach over 5. Decent Actually, it is a decent air cooler, we'll give it that. But the main thing we're worried about is compatibility. And that's not guaranteed here. That this might work actually. It does be wonderful, although I can still mount the fans actually, so that technically works out. Just get 2 instead of 3. Alright. It's close though. Like it's pretty close to where it needs to be. Actually, just pushing out all the way. Maybe we'll get lucky. I have to go this way anyways. Alright, there's one. Did it go? Alright, feature, I see you. Hold on now. But does it screw in? No. Oh, that kind of sucks. And almost. It lines up, but screws it too. There it goes. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright, oh, worth a shot. Yeah, this stream went from terrible to worse. So wait for it. So I'll mount a normal. I'll do a normal air cooler. Oh, yeah, it's extreme